Hello and welcome to our fifth video highlighting or summarizing the book, The Four Seasons of Marriage by Gary Chapman. If you missed the previous videos, you can go back, check it out on our Instagram page at @mysideofthebed_, our Facebook page, My Side of the Bed, or our YouTube channel, Chris and Alicia Hayes. So we are on our last season. Our season this time is fall. What do we look forward to in the fall? I have on my Browns gear because I am looking forward to this football season. Something to get excited about. Another thing in fall that we look forward to is chili season. It is crock pot season. It is pumpkin and apple spice and cinnamon and all that good stuff season, right? It's also a beautiful season. This is when the leaves start to change and all those colors are displayed everywhere. People even drive through the mountains just to go look at the fall beauty. So fall is not as bad as winter, but it's not as enjoyable as the spring and summer seasons of a marriage. But what is unsaid about the fall season is that the beauty does not last long, almost like a football season. So if you're not having a good season, if your team is not having a good season, it's going to be a long season. So let me go back to where I was saying, because I'm thinking about my Browns. I hope we have a good season. But once those winds start ripping those leaves off the trees, it's not beautiful anymore. No one talks about it anymore. It's like, oh, fall is gone. Once that beauty is there, it's gone. Just like that. Not overnight and not the same day, but it does take 4 to 6 weeks for those leaves to fall. So that's just like a marriage in the fall season. At first, it looks like your relationship is going good. On the outside, people are commenting like, oh, they're so happy together. Oh, and some will even say they wish they had a relationship like yours. But then those winds will start to kick in and kick those leaves off of your relationship. And now it's going to be obvious to everyone that something is going on. It will be obvious to you and your spouse as well. So fall is that prelude to winter. We don't want to go to winter. We want to go back. We want to go back to spring or to summer. Just like all the other seasons, fall has its own emotions and attitudes and actions. So we'll talk about the emotions first. The emotions of fall is sadness, apprehension, rejection, a lack of appreciation, resentment, depending on what life change put you into that fall season. And most of the time it's accompanied by that feeling of being emotionally depleted or drained. Couples in the fall season are aware that something is not right in the relationship, but they don't express it to the other person. So they feel that their state of relationship is in trouble, but they're not saying anything. So your attitudes of fall, the primary attitude of fall is having a great concern about the state of the marriage and the uncertainty of what's going on in your marriage. Changes are happening, but it's uncomfortable. You just don't know what's going on. Whatever life change that came into your relationship, you don't like it and you don't like the outcome of where it's going. Some couples have more hope than other couples, but together both couples will have some type of uncertainty and concern about their marriage when they're in the season of fall. What will separate the two is the couples that have more hope, their marriage will go back to spring and summer, and the couples that don't have hope will probably go to winter. So the number one thing that will determine that is your action. So let's talk about the actions of fall. When you are in fall, the number one action is neglect or not taking action at all. So you know that there's something wrong, but you're just like, I'm not going to say anything. It'll work itself out. And that's the state of mind that couples have when they're in the fall, that the marriage will work itself out. when couples have their own interests at heart and they put their own interests first, they forget to do things that encourages each other for a positive relationship. And that will make them slowly grow apart. This is why they're in the fall season. So neglect is one of the main ingredients of creating that fall season. When both allow for that relationship to drift, it definitely will drift. Someone has to hang on. Someone has to hang on. And if you both let go, that's where the uncertainty and the scariness and the fear of what's going on in this relationship, that's where it's going to go. So when you realize, or when the couple realizes that they're in the fall season, it's like, okay, we're in fall. We have to make a decision now. We got to make a choice. You got two choices. You can either take positive actions that will lead you back to spring and summer, or you're going to take a negative action, a negative or destructive action that's going to push you into winter, or could even be the end of your marriage. So you have a choice to make when you're in fall, and that choice is very important. That's going to determine what season you go back to or go into. So I have a book quote: "The dawning awareness of detachment often motivates one spouse or both to reach out for help." So what this means is, if you start to feel an emotional emptiness or uncertainty or fear in your relationship, take immediate positive action. Don't wait for your spouse to do it. Do it yourself. Save your marriage. Do not let it drift on your own. Save it. Because once you save it, or once you reach out, you're going to motivate your spouse. You're going to motivate them to want to fight for your relationship. So we've been through all 4 seasons this far. And I thank you guys for being on this journey with us. But one more video I'm going to do, and it will talk about the 7 strategies that the book highlights on how to stay in a good season for an extended period of time, or how to get out of or avoid those bad seasons. So until then, I will see you guys later. Bye.